Good morning, Dave. That's right. It does look like people around Mamu here have already been recovering. We've seen a couple of piles of branches and stuff on the side of the road, but there isn't too much going on down here in Mamu. We drove out here the same way we drove to Eunice yesterday, which was the Roberts Cove Highway that you take all the way out here, and yesterday it was a lot darker than it is today, so that's another sign of recovery right here in Acadiana. Those lights are back on and it is so much clearer and easier to get where you need to go in the dark on that Roberts Cove Highway. Now, while we're speaking of recovery, we also want to remind you, while you're recovering at your own home and picking up the pieces of maybe your roof or walls or anything that may have been damaged at your house, you might be looking to hire someone to help you out. Well, yesterday I spoke with someone at the Better Business Bureau who tells us that you're going to want to be cautious, maybe check their background, do a little more digging before you say yes to hiring someone to help you out.
We also encourage you to get everything in writing. A lot of scammers and unethical businesses aren't really going to want to do anything in writing. They're going to want you to pay some money up front, and they're going to want it done quickly. So look out for something in writing that spells out exactly how much you're going to pay, the services that they are going to provide to you, and even a timeline for when those services will be provided.
Definitely some helpful tips from Chris Babin there. And we have more coming up in our next half hour. But Katie, Dave, I know you all have some questions for me too.
Yeah, Abby, one of the things you were saying in the first half hour was take a picture of whoever's doing the help, or maybe take a picture of their truck, right?
Yes, that's right. So they recommend that whenever someone comes to your house to do work, especially for the first time, or maybe even if they're just coming to sort of assess the damage or assess what they might need to be fixing, you're going to want to take a picture of them in your home, take a picture of their truck, so that you can prove that they've been there in case, something goes wrong.
And Abby, I know that we know to maybe look at their reviews and things like that, but are there any questions that you should ask the person that you're going to hire, any specific questions?
Definitely ask them about, their background, if they have done anything like this before. Say you need your roof fixed. Maybe have them show you some photos of other roofs that they've repaired before, because like Chris said, sometimes people are trying to dive into projects that maybe they've never undertaken before because they think, oh, this might get me some more business. So just make sure it sounds like they're knowledgeable, and if they have photo proof of things that they've done before, that's even better.
All right, Abby, thank you so much. Definitely some great information there. We're going to check in with you in just a little bit.